Hello, TikTok, and if you're watching this on the replay, it will be on YouTube tomorrow. I am Dr. Cija Ebeling, and welcome to tonight's Past Life Chat with me. Just giving a few moments for people to join in because this is going to be an interactive experience. Just waiting for people to come in so we can actually have a conversation. Welcome in, love, light, peace. Glad you're here. Where are you from? Just curious. Welcome in, everyone. From Dallas. Good. Christy's in Dallas. And Love Like Peace is in New Jersey. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. I know it's late for you, so thanks for hanging out this late. If you have any questions about past lives or anything spiritual related, I would love to start the conversation and just answer questions or talk about your week. Anyone have an amazing thing happen this week that they want to talk about? As little as the chat is. I look nice today. Oh, I took a nice nap today. That's awesome. Sunday naps are amazing. Or any day, actually. But Sundays, I remember growing up having nap time on Sundays with my family. I'd have lunch and then just chill out and nap. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, join in our past life chat. If you have questions, I will be happy to answer them. Or if you want to talk about a different topic that's spiritual, I would love to talk about that too. Oh, you never get to do that. You gotta make time, you know. Welcome in, everyone. Let me get this notification off. Anyone else have anything fun going on this week that they were maybe terrified of it happening and then they got over the hump and it was better than they imagined? You didn't want to miss this. Well, I'm glad you didn't. You're here and you made it. Yay. And hello, everyone. That's right. Good evening, Danny. Grateful for everyone coming in. If you have questions about past lives, I'll be happy to answer them. Christy says we had an exciting week. A big business wants to buy ours that we just started last year. It's huge. Oh, I love celebrating with people. That is amazing news, Christy. Congratulations. The best way. I love supporting other women in business, and not just women. Anyone that's started their own business and has made something out of nothing, you know? This is what I'm doing right now. Do I like cats? I have 4, so yeah, I think so. Yeah. How about you? Do you like cats? I don't know how to pronounce that screen name, but hey, Mariah, welcome in. Hello, Grace. Grateful for everyone joining in. If you have questions on past lives, I'll be happy to answer them. Or if you want to talk about anything of a spiritual nature, I love that too. I love getting deep with people. I guessed it. Do I look like a cat lady? I have a dog too. He's up chickens and bunnies as well. I learned something today in my meditation, and this might freak some of you out. But I happen to have a spider in my bathroom for the last few days. And normally, before my awakening, it would have just scared the crap out of me. And I would have screamed and asked my husband to come get rid of it. But since my awakening, and I am a hypnotherapist, so I haven't even done hypnotherapy on the spider phobia. But while I was in the shower today, I realized that I have never even looked up the spiritual meaning behind the spider, but I did today. I want to share that with you because when I realized it, I realized I had overcome some of these things, and this is why my phobia went away. I always thought that it might have been attributed to a past life trauma or something, but no. Listen up. If you have a spider phobia too, this might give you some hope. But the spiritual meaning of a spider phobia, fear of spiders can bring up your own imbalances around your lack of power, strength, and capability in this world. Just think about it. Spiders are so tiny compared to us, yet when we encounter them, we get scared, and it puts us into like a survival mode. I mean, we scream and our heart starts beating. I remember that feeling. So why do we feel so threatened by spiders? So let's see, so arachnids trigger the fight or flight energy for survival purposes, which prepares us for battle. So if your sense of power is diminished, spiders can cause great fear. Fear of spiders is a great opportunity to balance your solar plexus energy center and do exercises to help you gain a sense of confidence, self-assurance, and capability. The best way to do this is to begin taking action on your goals, especially if fear is holding you back from moving forward. This is what I experienced while I was going to school and to become who I am today, Dr. Cija Ebeling. I was scared to death going into this type of field, not knowing what would happen. You know, I just took that leap of faith. I put myself through school, and then when I graduated, I broke my foot. And the meaning of a broken foot in the holistic world means afraid of moving forward. So this happened like a day after I turned in my doctoral dissertation. I broke my foot, and that had a very significant meaning at that time. But back to spiders. Sorry, got off track. So once you begin to manifest and create your sense of accomplishment, personal power, it raises. So as a response, your fear of spiders might diminish as well, which is exactly what has happened to me. I am no longer afraid of spiders. I will actually, instead of grabbing a flip-flop, I'll actually grab a cup and take it outside. I don't even scream anymore. I actually look at them and just in amazement, because they're such amazing workers, like creating these, webs that just evolve really quickly, actually. Let's see. Going back in the chat and looking at, so Chrissy's like, yeah, share. I have that problem with bees and wasps. So love, light, and peace. Look up the spiritual meaning behind that, because there is a specific reason why you have that phobia. Once you overcome what it is behind that, then that's never going to have a problem. You're not going to even worry about that anymore. I used to have a fear of bees and wasps too. Wasps with me still are. Bees, not a problem. I'm not afraid of them, but still kind of nervous around the wasp because I've been stung before. I don't have an allergy, but I don't want to be stung. I don't know who does. Okay. Spider, okay, wasp, bees, and hornets, that's a nope. Yeah, usually I'd grab something like this. Hey, not today, but not anymore. Not anymore. Thanks for the hearts, the love. Thank you so much. I've always been told blonde spiders are good luck. Actually, they all are good luck, because let me give you... So the spider that was in my shower is actually a daddy longleg, and there's a specific meaning about that as well. So according to old French peasant legend, seeing a daddy longleg is a good thing. It's foretelling good fortune, happiness, and hope. So I'm definitely trying to manifest some fortune, because I have an event coming up next month I'm trying to get to, but I'm not able to get some plane tickets yet, so I'm still trying to manifest funds for that. So Christy says, since my awakening, same, not afraid of the same things I once used to be. I know, right? Isn't it amazing? Hello, Donna, welcome. Glad you made it in, and it's not 11 o'clock tonight. I'm grateful for everyone in here. Oh, hello, Christine. Rodents will always terrify me. They give me the heebie-jeebies. When I was a little girl, we actually had mice as pets. I would breed them, and we would sell them to the pet store, which once it left my hands, I did not think about what they were going to do with them. And I later found out that they sold them as snake food, and circle of life. I did have some as pets though. We have a lot of wolf spiders, which I leave alone and let them chill in the house. They're really good at getting other insects out of the way, but not when they're on the wall above your head while you're trying to sleep. That's It's no for me. So, you know, I've heard also that we've eaten spiders in our sleep before, and I know I have, because I've woken up and I had some like something crunchy in my teeth, and I did not eat before bed. So I was like, what am I chewing on? And I try to get it out, and it was a bug. I don't know if it was a spider, but it definitely could have been. So you eat stuff in your sleep without realizing it. I'm not trying to give you guys sorry, I'm not starting this conversation off very exciting. I've heard that too, and it scares me. You know, you're not gonna know. How would you know unless you wake up and you're got that crunchy feeling in your mouth, right? You have cat hair in your mouth. I probably have too. So phobias are not always linked to past lives, but a lot of them are. So, and a past life regression would definitely pull that out if anyone is interested in that. Arachnophobia, for sure. Not anymore for me. I'm grateful for that, because as a child, I remember being deathly scared of, especially when they're hanging over on a web right in front of your face. Yeah, that's not fun. Or walking through webs is, oof. Let's see. I'm going back in the chat to see if there's any questions I missed. I always think of past lives now, and I don't want them to see my face for the last time. I know. Can you imagine what they see right before they land on your face? You know? Let's see if there are any other questions in here. Anyone have any questions about past lives? How do you figure out past lives? Well, there's two different ways. There is what we call a past life reader, or an Akashic record reader. They will actually, you go to them and they tap into your records and they tell you what lifetimes you've lived. Or you can visit a past life regressionist and they'll take you on the journey of discovery. And that is what I do. I am the past life regressionist. I take people on journeys of remembrance to discover, you know, different patterns that maybe we've lived. So in this lifetime, we can actually correct those patterns or call that wisdom forward from other life experiences that we've had. Let's see. So as far as, can I tell you about your past life, Donna Diaz? I'm not a past life reader, but do I see things happen when I'm in my past life regression sessions? Yes, I see them happen sometimes before my client verbalizes it. Let's see, is it possible to have glimpses of past lives through dreams? Absolutely. Absolutely you do. Dreams, and also sometimes you just know. Another way to remember things is if you are ever drawn to a specific area of the world that you've never visited and you just feel drawn to that area, it's probably because you've been there before and it's a familiarity to you. We are creatures of habit, humans. We love our comfort zones, and so we usually will want to be, it reminds us of home. And if you catch yourself eating, you know, cuisine that you weren't raised on, like I use this example every time. My oldest daughter loves Asian cuisine. She loves the food, she loves the culture. She's dating an Asian gentleman and she just loves everything about that culture. And I'm not a seafood kind of person, so they didn't get brought up with seafood or major Asian cuisine, but this is something that she loves to eat seaweed, paper, or whatever you call it. It's not my favorite thing that she eats because it really gives off horrible gas. So I don't like to be around her when she's eating that. Let me scroll back and see. I did one of your videos and I think I died during childbirth. It was weird, but maybe I made it up. Christine, I want to tell you something. The first memory coming in when you're doing a regression feels like you're making it up But once you learn to trust that information coming in, everything else just starts flowing. So the fact that you actually said it like that makes me believe that that actually is absolutely 100% true. Oh wait, no, she did it on here. I'm going to scroll back some. Would I have to be in person or on Zoom? So Christy, I do past life regression on Zoom or in person. I love doing in-person sessions because then I can actually see my client going through different phases, but I can also, you know, Zoom is just as good. If you go to my link in my bio, I actually have a past life regression I did live on TikTok with Angels Do. She's actually in the comments right now. You can watch that. It was pretty fun event that we did, kind of spur of the moment. I just messaged her the day before. I'm like, hey, we should do this. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. And we did. So now it's on YouTube, but you can find the link in my bio. It takes you right to the video. Oh my gosh, Mariah, thank you. Sunflower, I love sunflowers. And I don't know if you can see through here, but I got a sunflower on my shoulder here. Scroll back, see if there's anything else. How many doors are opening? Thank you for your patience. When I dream of people and places I've never seen, are those past life memories? Probably. Another clue, if you meet someone that you feel like you've known for ages, like you just meet someone on the street and you just catch each other's gaze and you end up talking for hours and it feels like you've known them forever, it's because you have. It's just a soul remembrance or a soul recognition. Of course you've known each other before. We incarnate into the same soul groups each time we come in. We just happen to play a different role each time around. Sometimes we may repeat the role until all the lessons have been learned and what we've come to do. Let's see. Had my Akashic records done, but like how your regression is interactive. Yes, mine are extremely interactive, at least the ones in person or on Zoom. I do community events that I just do a general past life regression and I just kind of guide it through. I actually have one of those in my YouTube channel as well. You can find just the general past life regression and I'll guide you through it. There's no interaction there. It's just kind of like a guided meditation. You can follow along and see what comes up for you. And if it doesn't work the first time, sometimes it takes practice. Do it again. You know, give yourself some time to relax and repeat it if you need to. I didn't know that was possible. Let's see. So Christine was saying, Angels Do, yours was so amazing. So I'm glad people are getting to watch that. I've actually sent a lot of people to watch that. Hello from Arkansas. Hello, Angel Flame. Trying to read back. So Love, Light, and Peace says, this is like someone showing me a scene from a movie, if that makes sense. That is exactly what happens. So when I'm doing the guiding, I will have people close the scene and move on to another event or another, you know, scenario. So I do use that kind of terminology. Thanks for all the hearts. You guys are amazing. So Angels Do was commenting to Christine that she wasn't conscious. So she was, but she wasn't. So what it feels like to be going through a regression is just like you're in a daydream. You know, when you zone out while you're driving, this is what it feels like. You happen to arrive at your destination. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm already here. You have no recollection of your trip. You just, oh, I'm already here. It's kind of like that, you know? Or when you veg out in front of the TV and hours later, like, holy moly, it's been 4 hours. I've been watching these reruns or whatever you're watching. So language patterns do change. It was so not a weird process. I've always been fascinated with death and Israel since I was little. I'm not sure if there was a question before that. I know I'm speaking quietly. I'm trying to read. What would that mean? I have a degree in funeral science. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I have a degree in mortuary science too. Maybe not the same as yours, but I was also fascinated with working in the funeral industry because I wanted to work in healthcare, but I didn't want to poke people and cause it more pain than they're already in. So I'm like, well, why don't I just work on people that have already died and they wouldn't feel a thing. It would be great. It was a win-win situation. But then as I got further into my course and reading about the infants and children, and I was a mother of young children at the time, it really affected me, and I had to slow down, and I ended up actually working for the school district with young children after that. And then now I'm who I am now, but we all go through, stepping stones in our growth. So XOXO Samantha, I can relate to that. And you're not a weirdo. No, I thought about I actually do a little bit of grief counseling here, but so Sunray says, can you see my spiritual gifts? You have all the spiritual gifts. It just takes practice, like learning a new language or learning a new instrument. The more you practice, the better you get at it. Meditation would be the #1 way to tap into those gifts. So if you don't meditate, start with that practice, and pretty soon you'll start developing your gifts. Watch tons of YouTube videos. A lot of times people that come for a regression, once they learn the trust process, trusting the information coming in, their gifts are enhanced after that. They start trusting that information and following, and acting on the information coming in because they know the connection. They recognize that feeling. Hello, Kelly. Let's see. So in the chat, they're talking about the retreat coming up next month. Angels Do has a retreat in Virginia Beach. I'm trying to get out there to do that so I can do the past life regression for that retreat. I'm in need of plane tickets, and I'm manifesting that right now. It's already on its way. It's on its way. So yes, the event is coming up fast, and I'm excited. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you click on Angels Do in the chat and you head to her page, she has a link to get event tickets to her event in Virginia Beach next month. It's going to be amazing. Let's see. Well, how much is a plane ticket? Maybe a group collection can... Oh, I know, right? I was looking at them today, and I think round trip it's around 500 or so. I don't know. But if you'd like to donate, there's a link in my bio for my PayPal or a way to support me or something. I don't remember how it's set up, but if you feel like donating, I would be extremely grateful. I would love to get out there. We're all manifesting that for you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. Let's see. All right. Looking for more questions. manifesting for you. Wow. From Arizona, tickets were crazy. Right? Yeah, I'm in Colorado, so I can imagine what they are from Arizona. See how that works. I bought my white dress and everything. I was telling Donna earlier, I bought my white dress to be a part of this event. And what happens when you take that leap of faith, the ground rises to meet your feet. Oh my goodness, sun rays. That is, that's quite a bit. Right now we're talking about how much it would cost to fly out to Virginia Beach for the event. And this is an energy exchange event, but I'm going to be doing a group past life regression and maybe some meditation stuff. And connecting with all the amazing people coming out as well. Hanging out with everyone. Oh, you're in California. Yes, I can. Ooh, that's almost like going to Europe or something. I've seen those prices for Europe, but since COVID, wow, and the fuel. Thank you so much for all the likes. Seeing all these hearts flying in the side of my screen here just makes my heart feel good. So tomorrow I actually have a speaking engagement that I'm excited about, but I'm also nervous. You see, anxiety is also the same feeling as excitement. So I've trained myself over the past couple years to act excited instead of anxiety. And so I'm excited for tomorrow. And I'm gonna do amazing. I'm gonna be talking with a group of people from the Depression Bipolar Support Alliance about the therapies that I provide in my counseling practice. So Sunrise asked, do you do past life regressions? I do. I do them online and I do them in person, and you can find contact information and my website information in my link tree in my bio if you want to reach out if you are interested in that, because it is my passion. I love taking people on the journey of remembrance, calling all that wisdom forward. Yes, she did me. It's on YouTube. Yes, so there is a YouTube video in my link tree. If you're curious about how I work, this will be a great opportunity to check out that video, because it's going to be very similar for you as well. Oh, thank you, Donna, for saying I'm amazing at that. I've had a lot of practice. I've been doing this for years. Oh, and I wanted to talk about this week. Actually, over the last couple weeks, I had the opportunity to do past life regression for a married couple. And a lot of times when married couples come in for past life regression, they may remember other lifetimes playing a different role in their spouse's lifetime. But this particular couple came in, and last night was the wife. She came in to do her past life regression, and I haven't cried that much in a long time, because she remembers the same lifetime that her husband remembered, and there's so much more detail coming out in her remembrance, and I was just bawling, because it really affects your heart to have all these memories come up, and I'm in the middle of all of it. I'm experiencing it with them, and it's so beautiful. It was such a romantic story. A lifetime, I should say. There were several lifetimes that they remember together, but this one in particular was so deep and loving. It was just, I'm gonna cry about it just thinking about it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Hello, Lynn. Oh, my talk for tomorrow, I'm actually talking about alternative therapies for depression and bipolar, because I'm talking in front of a group that are coming out, because last year I volunteered some time to work with the Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance in my community. It was part of a leadership program that I was in, and because they know me. They asked me to come speak on the therapies that I provide that can help with depression and bipolar. And I do a lot of sound therapy. Sound therapy has a huge impact on depression, because depression is when we have the crown energy center is out of balance. So when I bring in, I'm going to actually bring my bowl in tomorrow to the event to give them a taste of what it's like to feel that energy. Because Nikola Tesla says, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And so my crystal singing bowls, they hold the healed vibration of the 7 energy centers. And if you were on last week's live, we went through all of those bowls, and you got to experience and learn about what it's like to be imbalanced in a specific energy center. So I'm bringing the heart energy center bowl tomorrow, and it's my big one. I don't have it here in my office, but it sits about, it's as tall as up to my knees, and I'm 5'7", so it is a huge bowl, and everybody in the room is going to feel that energy shift in their body, especially in the heart space. The lack of compassion, just the feeling of hopelessness and feeling unlovable. A lot of us that go through depression experience this. This is actually part of my journey too. I had to get through. It's actually why I became the counselor that I am, because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I went through therapy myself, and I finally met up with a therapist that after 12 years of therapy, I happened to get a new therapist this particular session, and I sat down and I had to start all over about why I feel the way I do. I felt hopeless, worthless, stuck, and all that stuff. And I said, I feel like I'm experiencing life from outside of myself. And then my therapist starts laughing. And I was like, what are you laughing at? I was getting upset. And she goes, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just going through an awakening. I was going through my dark night of the soul. And that comment changed the rest of my life up until this point. And I said, you know what? I want to help others go through this too. Because a lot of times depression is directly linked to the awakening. And it's the dark night of the soul phase. Feeling stuck, knowing that there's something better out there, you just don't know how to get to that. So when people come to me, I help them discover what it is that they're missing out on. And so instead of my therapist talking about what was wrong with me, she talked about what was right with me. How amazing is that, right? That's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. The things that are right with you. So what's right about bipolar disorder? I don't know if you know this, but bipolar is actually people look at things through a different perspective when you have bipolar disorder, and they're extremely creative people because they could see differently. You have a lot of actors, you have a lot of comedians, a lot of artists that have, issues with bipolar, and they're just these amazing creative beings, So I wanted people to know that we don't have to concentrate on what's wrong with them, but we can talk about what's right with them. It changes the script. Let's see. Going through the comments. I go in my past lives, in my dreams, and heal all the trauma. Good. Good job. Good job. Good job. I love hearing that. Oh, a lot of stuff just popped up on my screen. We're raising dollars so she can come to Virginia. Oh, that's awesome. I'm missing a lot of chat. Oops, because it just all of a sudden came up. I didn't. Oh, Cat Dog was saying 20 inches in the chat. He meant the bowl is 20 inch. It's a 20-inch bowl. So that's what he was talking about. And that's my husband, by the way, Cat Dog. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Angels Dude, for the share. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to see you, Florentino. I'm glad you're in here. This is who did my past life. Florentino and I know each other, not like really well, but we share videos back and forth all the time. Really amazing videos, and I'm grateful for all of those in my inbox. So Love Light Peace says, speaking of what I was talking about, she saw a documentary regarding sensitive people and depression. Ooh, I bet that was pretty amazing. Cat Dog, are you okay? That's, yeah, because it's like, they didn't, so if Cat Dog, if you're still in here in the chat, when you said 20 inches, they didn't know what you meant. I don't think. It's a 20-inch singing bowl. Okay, this is a 12-inch singing bowl. So see how big this is compared to me? Well, the one we have for the heart center is 20 inches. So this is small compared to the big boy. Well, since I have this on my lap, this is the Root Energy Center crystal singing bowl. So when you're out of balance, when you're feeling a lack of security or fear, especially after the last couple of years we all experience fear, but when you feel unsafe in your circumstances, it's because your root is out of balance. So just for fun, because I had it in my hand, if you want to visualize with me a red energy spinning at the tailbone or at the root energy center, I'm going to spin this for you. Go ahead and spin that energy while we balance it. Feel amazing. Surprise our research. Love, Light, and Peace says, I was surprised it was research done on this topic. Okay, that was talking about the... Wow, a lot of chats happened. I'm sorry, it goes so fast, I can't catch up. Holy Spirit, activate. That's right. So, the way, if you've not been around crystal singing bowls, what happens is the mirror neurons in your body match the frequency of the singing bowl. So if you're out of balance or out of alignment, just being near this frequency, your body will mirror that, creating a balance within the body. On my sound baths, we do the whole energy system. And if you were here last week on my live, you got to experience that too. Just the energy centers though. You can see some gongs behind me. We use these too in my sound bath. I don't have the mallets, otherwise I'd show you those too. I need you to do the bowls every line, right? I might consider that. Yeah, I might do that. I just didn't have them set up today, even though they're just right here. They're kind of heavy. I just had a nerve ablation done this week on my back, so I'm more flexible now. But lifting is I'm doing a little bit at a time. Let's see. You know what, Denise? I know you have asked about the sound bath before. You know what? You're right, Mariah. It does. This is why I typically do my sound baths on a Monday night after people mostly have, Mondays are the worst day of the week, but no, not for me. This is the beginning of a week that I get to create. And so I feel the opposite. Most people are like, oh, it's a Monday. Me, I'm like, it's a Monday. Oh my God, I get so excited about it because it's a brand new week. You get to start all over and it's exciting. Do you guys want me to do all the bowls? I mean, I guess I could, but send the Holy Spirit activate videos. You know what? I've seen the videos. I don't have them saved or anything, but those are funny videos. I'm getting a yes, yes, yes. Denise, we were back out yesterday too. This morning, she prayed for healing, love. Aw, I'm sending that to you too, right now. So injuries with the back happen to be because we're feeling a lack of support in our lives, whether it's finances, work, or relationships. This is when we experience accidents or pain and inflammation in the back, is when we're not feeling supported. And I include this in my past life regression induction. We release attachment to stuff like that. But yes, I had a back injury back in October at my other job. This isn't my only job here in my practice. I was working for the city and I injured my back. And I've had pretty bad nerve damage. And then they fired me last month. So now I get to focus full time on my practice. And I have a lawyer, so it's okay. Next week you do the bowls and I'll do Reiki. Right. That'll be great. Great. It's only 7:39 now. No, we have a special video for the Holy Spirit. Okay, yeah, send it to me. Send it to me. If it's a duetable video, I'll do that. I'm dealing with COVID all week. Oh no, Mariah. I've had COVID a few times and I can't say it was pretty mild to me. I just had a fever one day and just felt for a few days. So I hope it was mild in your household. Donna's sleepy. She's going to bed soon. Oregano Oil killed it. Yes, and Colloidal Silver. We did Colloidal Silver at my house. I actually I teach classes on how to make Colloidal Silver. It's very, very easy. And I teach people how to make the generator to make it. I had it in the beginning for 3 weeks. It's been draining, especially with three sick babies. Oh, Mariah, I can imagine. Hopefully there's not a lot of vomiting involved. That's how I have difficulty cleaning up stuff like that. I've done it for my kids, but I can't imagine. So I'm sending you love in your healing. Your chat is the calmest one I've came across. Good for you. Oh, thank you, Lynn. It's because I am calm. Ashwagandha. I take ashwagandha. It's the best anti-anxiety, antidepressants. It's such an amazing supplement if you ever come across it. Let's see. Oops. Hold on a second. And Donna says, oh, wild lettuce salve. I live it, but I'm pretty sure she's meant I love it. But she's living it too, because she actually ordered some from me to help with her back pain. I do create natural pain salves with wild lettuce that I forage myself, and in my backyard and in the mountains. It's better than taking pain meds all the time. Ugh. It's just a topical salve you rub on your pain and it loosens things up. It helps with nerve, joint, and muscle pain. Look at the chat, sending Mariah some healing energy. This is so much love. Oh, I love it. So Florentino is still talking about oregano oil, which is amazing. Great antibiotic. It dates back 3000 BC. Used as an anti-venom. I think that you're talking about the oregano oil. The chat's going so fast I really can't tell. And I'm, oh, so sorry. So ashwagandha is a supplement that I actually purchased here at the apothecary. My office is inside of an apothecary, and the owner makes ashwagandha capsules. And there's no fillers, no artificial anything in it. It's just nothing but ashwagandha, and you can't find that anywhere in a supplement that you buy online or anywhere. So I don't know if she has them listed on her website or not, but I have actually a link to the apothecary in my link in my bio if you want to see if she's got some of that. But I love it. I use it all the time. You can definitely feel it kick in too. You're just like so chill. I'm not a 420 user, but I know the benefits of that. So ashwagandha to me is my 420. My husband does the other stuff, but I prefer the supplements because I don't like the smell. I can't do the smell or the gum or the stuff that you ingest. Let's see. Ashwagandha starts with an A. You know what? I'm going to take you out into the apothecary with me. How about that? You guys want to go? Yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to take you with me, and I'm going to turn this around so you can see where I'm going. Nope, maybe not. How do I turn this around? I lost my ability to tap in to my settings. Well, I guess I'll just turn the camera around and let you look at it. Check out that phone, everyone. That's amazing. All right, so here we are in the apothecary. Let me turn on some lights. All this amazing stuff over here. I'm going to find the ashwagandha so you know how to spell it. Let's see. Okay. You guys see that? She's also got other stuff in her. Well, they're natural herbs. I can't even see if I'm on it. She creates the. Well, I'll let you read it. A stress-fighting adaptogen and substance used to boost the vital energy or mitochondrial energy of the body. It has also been used as a natural detoxification agent, classified as an adaptogen, which means it helps the body adapt or process both internal and external stressors. Let me see if I can just find... Oh, there it is, right next to it. So this is... It lowers the blood sugar levels, reduces the cortisol, which means stress. It boosts the brain function and helps fight symptoms of anxiety and depression. So I don't know if you can see, it's pretty full, and I'm in need of some more here soon too. So anyway, this is, this office space here. It's not my store, but I got here as soon as I could. But she's got it decorated with all these vines everywhere. It's so beautiful here. The energy here is amazing. She's always got essential oils in the diffuser, and you can see my little meditation sign. This is where I actually do my sound bath. I actually clear this area out behind me, and people bring in their yoga mats, their pillows, blankets. We set up our equipment, and we just do the bath. All right, a quick tour for you. How was that? Let's see. I missed out on so much chat. Let me look. A natural GNC. It's got everything almost. There you go. Yes. Somebody put the spelling in the chat. What am I doing? Squinting. Shame on me. Oh, okay. I am also an herbalist, but I'm not here to compete with Tina. Tina, actually, the owner of the shop, is a former nurse who got tired of the medical system and opened up her own natural apothecary to help people heal naturally. And this is another reason why I'm here, because I love her story. I totally believe in what she's doing. She's amazing. Took a screenshot. Good, good. But yeah, if you want to support her store, well, it supports all of us, really, because it helps her keep costs down for everybody. But her store link is in my bio, in my link tree. And I think if you go in there and type that in, it'll bring something up. Or you can also call her. There's a phone number, I'm sure, on her website, and you can call her and ask for it. But she ships stuff out all the time. To have it at my fingertips is amazing. Heck yeah, it is. She stayed open the entire COVID, which I was surprised to actually know. She has a lot of regular customers that come in, because she has kratom here too. Kratom is a really good for pain relief and, well, for other stuff too. Yes, I love natural healing too. I know we kind of got off topic of past lives, but I love the way the chat is going. I love talking about this stuff. You guys are amazing, piping in the chat. Love it. I'm going to put this in my hand so I don't have to hold it. Oop. And then I don't know what I did, but I blew up everybody's chat. What's good for fibromyalgia? You know what? I had fibromyalgia, and I will tell you what I took for that to get rid of it, because it's linked to long-term depression. So ashwagandha is good for that, but I started taking magnesium supplements, magnesium malate, and also vitamin D. This changed my world. So if you can access supplements, the magnesium malate, M-A-L-A-T-E, and then just your vitamin D, those two together are amazing. And I'm just speaking from my experience. I'm not giving medical advice or anything like that. That's what helped with mine. Turmeric. Turmeric is good for inflammation too, yeah. Oh, I love this chat. Everybody is just, oh, such delicious information in here. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mariah. It's so generous. I just love all of you. And I love having these Sunday chats. A lot of times I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to wing it. And thank goodness you guys talk. I don't have to make anything up. So I'm seeing vitamin D is amazing in general for me. Vitamin D is so helpful to me. Different comments in here. Turmeric saved me with my arthritis. It is amazing for arthritis, yes. Something else, oh no, I'm thinking of nerve pain. Wild lettuce, if you can get your hands on some wild lettuce, or I sell wild lettuce salve, which is also good for arthritis. If you go to my link tree, I have herbal pain salves that you just rub on your arthritis. My father used it for the first time. He was having issues with his feet, walking with a cane for years, and one night while we were at a family reunion, I just rubbed it on his feet. The next day, he was walking without his cane and had no pain in his foot. And you know, that was the first time I've ever felt appreciated by my dad. And I know he's always appreciated me, but the look on his face of, wow, my daughter made this, you know? It always makes me emotional thinking about that. So angels do, yes, got the salve. There are other reasons why we experience arthritis. Matter of fact, I'm going to look this up for you. Raw honey with ginger, turmeric for fog. I don't know, BB, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Raw honey with ginger, turmeric and fibromyalgia too. You know, that's actually a really good remedy for anything. It's a good, like a daily dose of that is amazing. Let's look what arthritis is. The mental connection to arthritis is holding on to anger and resentment from the past, carrying guilt, remorse, and shame, difficulty forgiving yourself and others. Oh, that's a big one. I have arthritis in my hip too, so I understand, and this really hits me as well. Complaining about life, I did that for many years. Worrying but not wanting to make changes, feeling stuck and limited. Of course. So, working on some forgiveness, especially to yourself, for not healing right away. Damn, too close to home for me. Yes, right? Me too. Once I realized that and I learned that, I started thinking differently and forgiving myself and others. I know. You know, any other ailments you want me to look up, I'll be happy to look them up for you. Thank you for the ginger, honey, turmeric, and pepper is good. Pepper is actually helps with the digestion of all that stuff. So that's, yes. Yes, Denise says, good. For those of you just joining in, you missed a good session, but I'm so glad you're here. So Mariah has recommended this book to everyone. It is always spot on. Anyone that comes in for clinical hypnotherapy with me, this is the book I use to customize their session. So I will bring up the topic and I'll read off this information during the session, and it is always 100% accurate. So this book is, and this is going to look backwards to you, but it's The Secret Language of the Body by Siegel. And it has the body systems in it. It has ailments in alphabetical order. You can look it up that way. It also has information on healing with colors. It's just every house should have this book in it. It's better than any Louise Hay book I've read on healing the body. This is jam-packed with so much information. See. So Christine was asking if Florentino was coming to Virginia. Bummer. There'll be more though. There'll be more. All right. So Christine, the book again is called The Secret Language of the Body by Siegel. I'll hold it up again. But it has all the body systems in it. It has ailments listed in alphabetical order. Not every single, the main and majority of ailments are listed in here, but the ways to go about healing that are also in here. And I use this book, like I said, to customize my clinical hypnotherapy sessions, and they work amazing. Healing with colors, yes. I've been natural, but I've never heard of this. Yes, so your energy centers resonate at a specific frequency, and color resonates at a specific frequency. That's why you see the energy centers in like a rainbow color, starting from red at the root and all the way to the crown as the purple or violet. So depending on what area of the body that you're needing healing at, if you wear those colors, that holds the healed frequency. You took a picture of the book. Good. I know it's backwards, but definitely a book that every household needs. It'll change your life and your family's life, and anyone that you come in contact with. You'll be an expert. And even if you just get it for yourself, all of these ailments are so spot on, and a lot of people tear up when I read the mental cause for physical disease. I'm so grateful for all of you here and asking questions. These are amazing questions. I love sharing information about that book. This This is the book I use in my practice 98% of the time. I usually will grab that book. It is so, like I said, it's so spot on. Hi, Holly. Thanks for coming in. I didn't see you earlier, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to connect with you this week, too. Thank you for all the likes. I'm coming to the top of the hour here soon. Is there any questions before I end the session? You're amazing. It's hard to get answers in some lives. I know, right? So, I'm here every Sunday, and I say past life chat, but I'm open to talk about anything, really. For free! So we're probably spiritual beings having a physical experience? Absolutely we are. You are the soul. And you're just here in this avatar form for your own spiritual growth. You're from North Carolina too. Okay, Kristen and Holly should meet up sometime. Hang out. Hey, from Ireland, Art. Art by Matt. Thanks for joining in. We're about to close down here. I'm getting a live invite. I don't know. I've always wanted to just let random people invite me to their live, but I didn't respond in time. So, Denise, a wild interior woman, funny personal story. 10 years ago, I painted a spiral on my ceiling using all the chakra colors. I bet when you go in that room, you feel the most balanced. Yeah, when you wear wearing rainbow colors, wearing a rainbow face mask, whatever. And if you're not a face mask wearer, clothing in that specific color for each of the energy centers. Thank you. So grateful for your knowledge. Thanks for being open-minded and listening in, asking questions. Welcome. Let's see. Do you think a lot of people in the science meeting are so close-minded to spirit, soul? You know what? I am meeting more and more doctors that are being open-minded, and they're looking into more holistic ways. My own workman's comp doctor, when I told him what I did, he actually has sent me people to get my salves. He actually sent me a personal voicemail. Said, Dr. Ebeling, I'm going to send some people your way for your pain salves because they want to heal naturally too. And I have that voicemail saved on my phone because my jaw just dropped. My doctor sending me referrals. It's been amazing. Community. So in the science community, I understand what you're saying. But yeah, even in the medical field too, they're starting to change their minds. They're waking up too. This whole COVID has been an amazing thing for the whole planet. It's sparked a great awakening. Putting signs and pictures with positive quotes to catch a subliminal mind. I do that too. My Facebook is cluttered with positive quotes every day, and my Instagram too. If you find me on Instagram, you're gonna be blown away about how many quotes I have on there, and I use actually all the time in my therapy, my counseling therapy. So great, finally that you're listening. Medical field, sort of. I have another doctor too that she's a chiropractor. She sends people my way as well. So we're expanding. We're coming together. I am not the medical doctor. I'm the holistic doctor, thinking of things from that perspective. And when I talk to these doctors, they really are interested in learning what I know. Because I didn't learn a traditional education. My schooling, I went the non-traditional way to become Dr. Ebeling because I wanted to help the non-traditional soul like you and me. Brittany says she's an empathic starseed here to send light and love to each beautiful soul. Thank you, and especially thank you for all the colors. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Last question, does your work make that scary word death less scary and maybe hopeful it's not end? So do people who come to me after they've had a session with me, are they scared of death after that? The answer is no. They've been through it many times, and when they remember what happens, you know, in that transition process, they're like, I don't know why I'm so afraid of dying. I mean, it's just transitioning into another state. I hope that answers your question. Florentino says he just bought a book, 365 Days of Wonder, Book of Precepts. Ooh, I'd love to know more about that when you read it. So Holly in the comments says she's not afraid of dying anymore, and we did a past life regression last month, and you can actually hear her session on one of my YouTube videos, her remembrance of being a part of the Titanic disaster. And then her and I did an interview on Zoom. That interview is also on my YouTube channel if you want to know what the whole process of past life regression feels like and what she was going through during that session. Oh. Nick says, that must be peaceful. It is. I want to find someone to do a past life regression. I have so many questions. That would be me. I am a past life regressionist. And I do lives every Sunday talking about past life regression, or any other spiritual topic. Yeah, that too. If you want to know more about past life, I have a past life regression that you can watch in my, if you go to my link tree in my bio, you can see one that I did a couple weeks ago. It's on the top of the list. Just click on it and it'll take you right to the video. But if you have questions, bring them next Sunday. Subscribe to my channel so you'll get the notification that I'm going live. But I go live every Sunday at this time, typically at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So wherever you're at, if you can figure that out, what time to tune in, I'll be happy to answer your questions because I get them all the time. I had a veteran actually send me an email with a huge list of questions about past life regression, and I thought they would be something off the wall, but these are just traditional questions that most people have, like, you know, what does it feel like, you know? But if you go to my YouTube channel and watch the last, you know, several YouTube videos, we do this every week. We talk about this stuff. So let's see. I'd love to know all my past lives. I know some of my life, but I'd love to see it. A past life regressionist can take you through that. I'm a past life regressionist. I do Zoom and in-person sessions, if that's interesting to you. I have information on how to contact me in my link in my bio. Kristen wants to know, do our miscarriage babies grow up while they wait for us? I want to tell you something. While we're in human form, we think the human mindset, but I want you to know that the soul is not a gender, it's not a race, it's not an age, it is just the soul. So do our babies grow up? They are just the soul. Because I've lost 3 myself, and I still feel their souls around me. Are they grown up? I don't look at it that way, probably because I'm a past life regressionist, and I know that in order to think, you have to think on a soul level, a spiritual level, to kind of gain an understanding for that. Because we want to think in time, linear fashion, and that's not the way the soul is. The soul just is. It's energy. But your babies exist, they're just the soul. And I can guarantee you, they're around you right now. Just a simple thought brings them to you. Let's see. I'm going over on my time, which I don't mind. My husband's going to be here soon to pick me up because we have one car we're sharing right now. Brittany says, I have many past lives I'm many starseeds in one. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We all are. This isn't our first rodeo. You know, if you're watching something like this, a past life chat with me, then you have been around. You've done this before. It may not be on Earth, but it may have been interplanetary, interdimensional. I see those lifetimes too. I had a couple dragons in my office this week that it was such a beautiful love story. And I'm going to ask them permission to put that story in my book about the dragon lifetimes. Because they're all surrounding one particular message, and then that they're here to protect. We just can't, you know, they're coming in human form now. And they're here to protect the planet and humanity in many different ways. Let's see. So Holly says, doing the regression helped her to see that we stay with the ones we vibe with. We do come in with the same soul group. Usually, there are times like learning or listening or remembering my life planning stage. Before I came into this incarnation, I wanted to split off from the soul group that I usually come in with for my own spiritual growth. And we've all played that part. We've all, we do that from a perspective of love, though. It's like when you want to send off your child to the best school because you want the best for them. This is what's happened, but it wasn't that way in this life. It was a very traumatic situation, but it had to happen that way in order for that separation to happen in this life. So, but everybody's played their part perfectly. And I'm extremely grateful for the love that it has taken to create that separation so I can grow. Let's see. Florentino says, be the change you want to see in the world. I love that quote. I've been told I'm serious, starseed. You're probably more than that, too. Oh, I guess Cat Dog says he's on the way. Thank you, Denise. Oh, Holly, I appreciate you. If that is your desire, Kristen, to meet your babies in your passing, they're already there. It'll be as if there was no separation. I want you to know that. It'll feel like there's no separation, you know, from this life into the meeting up again with the souls. Or soul. I don't know how many. I've lost 3. Florentino, that's actually, I love that quote too. If plan A doesn't work, just remember the alphabet has 25 more letters. Yes. Oh, I have all this stuff popping up here. Okay, so you're talking about the 365. Okay. The book that you just ordered. Now I'm getting it. For everyone who sent me roses and gifts and likes, thank you. Thank you for subscribing as well. I would love to meet up with you every week. This is your time with me, and it doesn't cost you anything other than time. I dream of a wonderful home with balconies, and I dream of the beach and sand quite often. It's probably not a dream, just so you know. It's a familiarity. It's a remembrance. Are the souls group generational? Like, will I wait for my kids and family to all be passed? No, actually, sometimes you can live, well, multiple lives. We're all living multiple lives right now. We're just unaware of the others because we're all feeding into the collective. That gets very deep, and that's a very difficult subject to describe. Maybe I'll think about it sometime and try to break it down so it's easier to understand. So you can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. That's beautiful too. My grandson in this life was my child in my past life. Yes. So we play different roles in each incarnation, like what Holly was saying. Your son this time around may have been a lover in a previous lifetime. We have to think on the soul level rather than you know, from the human mindset. We want to categorize things and put things in boxes and think in things in like a linear line in order, because time doesn't really exist. But once you grasp that concept, then all this stuff I'm trying to talk about will be so much easier to understand. But it's a learning process. I've been told I was a male servant to Cleopatra. That's pretty awesome. I'd love to know if my dreams were a past life. I often don't want to wake up because I know, right? I've been there too. A past life regression would definitely help with that. I believe that. I've seen glimpses of what I believe were multiple lives. Yes. Okay. My son, I'm going to log off here in a moment so my husband's not waiting for me. Trying to see if there's any new questions. Don't forget to try on that dress. Feel it. I am going to feel it. So Heather, that is a very valid concern a lot of people go through with. You said you can't get past the, it feels like I'm making it up part. The trust is the most difficult part of the session. But the moment you just go with it, the information just zooms in. It just flows. It's so natural. But trust is definitely, you know, the most difficult part for sure. I wish I could share pics with you. Yeah, I do Zoom and I do in-person sessions. So you can contact me. You can find my contact information in the link in my bio. And matter of fact, let me do this. You should be able to message me also through here, if it'll let you. All right, everybody, it's 15 after the hour. Thanks for hanging out. I love hanging out every Sunday and being available to answer questions and talk about some fun stuff. Ancient aliens, I love talking about that too. I have a book on aliens. It's actually, I don't have it close to me, otherwise I'd show it to you, but it's pretty amazing information in there. Okay, well, just want to send everyone off with, and I love you, and you're going to have an amazing week, and just sending you off with blessings of health and, well, good fortune. Yeah, let's do that this week. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to sign off. Everyone have an amazing evening.